Hi, Ray Hayden here, and this video is part of the experimental series that I'm doing in my education playlist on the YouTube channel. This particular one is dealing with the bachelor's degree and specifically the Bachelor of Science degree. And the reason why I'm focusing intently on the Bachelor of Science is because with all that education we've been doing, we kind of want to get out in the field and start working or moving forward with continuing in our business, and we want to get the job done and move along. So a Bachelor of Arts degree generally means you're probably going to do some more education and training in the university environment. Maybe you're going to go for a master's degree or do a graduate certification in some specialty or something like that. The Bachelor of Science degree is going to require a couple of more credits now, and then you will use that to focus your education and training where you want it to be for your own purposes, goals, and objectives. For me, instead of 36 credits, it was 42 credits that we needed to complete the program, and I used those to focus in the area of information and communications technology, which goes along well with video production, website development, things of that nature. So I was very happy for the opportunity for the program. Let me discuss the opportunity of the program. The School of Information only offered the bachelor's degree level of this program online for a very short period of time. I think 98, 99. I applied in 2000 and was declined entrance. I had to take a computer programming class as a prerequisite, and then I was able to apply and get accepted into the fall of 2001 program. Now let me jump back to the associate's degree again, because I'm a really strong advocate on completing your Associate of Arts degree at the community college level, because that locks in your education. And I had a 15-year gap from December of '86 to fall of 2001. There's a 15-year gap there between my educational programs. But because I completed the Associate of Arts degree at the local community college, Florida State University accepted me with open arms. And even though my program didn't, after I took that computer programming class, they accepted me with open arms as well the next year. So somewhat open arms. But in that, I want to discuss the concept of continuous enrollment. When I took my associate's degree program, I went in 18 months and banged it out. So continuous enrollment was never an issue for me. And I always make sure that it's not going to be an issue for me. There's a certain minimum number of classes or minimum number of coursework programs that we need to get done within some time frame or another that's going to make up continuous enrollment. For your school, your program, your situation, you need to make sure that you understand what your school or what your program considers continuous enrollment. In Florida State University, for the undergrad programs, if you don't continuously enroll for 3 consecutive semesters, that means you take a year off without being enrolled in any classes. They are going to make you reapply from scratch. So you're going to have to reapply like you were never there. Now don't worry about your classes that you already took. You get full credit for everything you've done. They're not going to erase your classes like you never existed, but you do have to reapply from scratch. Now at the university level, you have to reapply twice, because you have to apply to the university, plus you have to reapply to the program of study that you're interested in. So it's kind of a double whammy. So those are the 2 things that happen to you that are negative. I'm sorry, that's the one thing that happens. Let me talk about the second bad thing, the second slap in the face that you get. Not only continuous enrollment. Now here's the term I want you to remember. The college catalog that you start with is the college catalog that you graduate with. The catalog you start with is the catalog you graduate with. What I mean by that is, as long as you're continuously enrolled, so now that makes sense, when you start with a college catalog, and the college catalog, college bulletin, the program sheet, that's the list of requirements that you have to meet to get the degree you're looking to obtain. So when you start and you have that list of requirements, that is the list of requirements that you have to meet to get your degree for your program. So if you are not continuously enrolled, if you miss an entire year at Florida State, you're going to lose your continuous enrollment status. You're going to have to reapply to the university, reapply to your program, and on top of that, you now have to meet the new requirements for your program. They'll give you all the credits for the classes you've already completed, but if you were like almost done and you took a year off and there were a lot of changes to the program, you have to meet the new requirements. So you don't want to get there. You always want to make sure you remain continuously enrolled in your bachelor's degree program or your associate's degree, both. You don't want to have to meet new requirements. Remain continuously enrolled in your program until you complete it, and complete your program where you're at. You don't want to be bouncing around and transferring between schools. It's not a money-wise situation. And let me explain this. The school you're going into has the right to decide what credits they're going to accept. They don't have to accept your credits, and they are also going to require that a certain number of credits are completed at their school. It just makes sense. You want the piece of paper saying you got a bachelor's degree or a master's degree, whatever, from a certain school, but you're only taking one class. I'm not giving you a degree. You only paid for one class. Hey, mama's got to make some money over here. You got to pay up. So they're going to require that you do a minimum of like 30 credits or 25 credits or 50 credits, whatever it is. They're going to have a minimum required matriculation credits at their institution. After all, they're putting their name on your education. You got to demonstrate that you've got enough of that education at their institution. It's only fair. Do the right thing. So wisely, once you start a program at the state-owned and operated public institution, making the most of your money, getting the best return on your investment, getting the most effective use of your cash, finish it. Once you start, finish what you started. Maintain continuous enrollment to the very best of your ability to do so. Life happens, things happen, I totally understand, but get the job done. With that, I want to kind of wrap this up, but I want to leave it open for the communications below. The comments section is where you get to ask me questions. If you want me to make a video about the specific program I did, and I'll try to update it to the current requirements and demonstrate what it is that I would have had to done today, or what I'd have to do today to complete a program of study. But I'm telling you, I can't do it online anymore because they stopped offering it online. But if I was going to go there in class and sit there through class, I can go through the course catalog today and tell you what I would do, how I would do it, and the way to get the most effective use of your funds in getting the job done. So with that, feel free to ask me any questions that you have in the comments below. Comments, questions, answers, what have you, do that below. And if there's a video specifically about the bachelor's degree program, or if you want me to go into the highly specific nature of my program, ask me to make those videos below. And if there's enough interest in them, I'll go ahead and make those videos. I might make them anyway if there's low interest, but if there's interest below, if people really want to see that, then I'll go ahead and make the video of it and I'll add it to the series later on. Now, the next video that I'm going to make should be about the master's degree program. This is still currently available completely online, and I'll go through the fine details of that. And I will go in a little bit more of the fine details of my particular program that I did for my master's degree. So with that, until I catch you in the next video, take care and be well.